And prosecutors are set to call their final witnesses today in that trial against a father of a suspected school shooter in Georgia. Now, they're also expected to show jurors surveillance video from inside that Appalachian high school on the day of that 2024 mass shooting that killed 4 people. Prosecutors argue that Colin Gray gave his son a gun despite warning signs his son was a threat. And now they're hoping to present key evidence as the case winds down. ABC's Andrew Dymburt has been tracking this for us. And Andrew, what are we expecting in court today?
Hey, Alex. Well, today, investigators were testifying, alleging that Colin Gray spent hundreds of dollars purchasing this rifle and accessories for this rifle for his son, despite knowing that his son was struggling with mental health issues and had an unhealthy obsession with school shooters, which is key to the prosecution's case here, because they're arguing not only did he purchase his then 14-year-old son this high-capacity rifle, but that he was aware of his son's troubles and did nothing about it. Prosecutors showing the jury text messages between Colin and other family members that were expressing concern for the teen. And earlier in this trial, we also heard from the alleged shooter's mother. She took the stand and she told the jury that Colin Gray resisted efforts to get their son any sort of counseling, saying, quote, he didn't want to deal with the teenager's mental health problems. Gray's own daughter also took the stand against her father, telling the jury that, quote, her father asked her to cover for him if investigators approached her to ask her what he knew about the shooting or anything that he knew about this shooting before it took place.
Well, and Andrew, I mean, how is the defense pushing back against the prosecution's claim that Colin gave his son a gun despite the warning signs?
Well, the defense argument seems to center around the fact that Colin Gray is saying that he had no idea that his son had plans to shoot up his school, essentially. And also today, while the prosecution was showing the jury several images of Colin's son allegedly posing with this rifle, the defense countering that those images weren't sent to Colin himself, so therefore he wasn't aware of them. And legal experts also expect the defense to point to other people. So, for example, we know that law enforcement came to the Grays' home before the shooting, so the defense there may say, well, why didn't they do more? So pointing to other people as well. And the fact that Colin Gray here is facing charges of second-degree murder, although he didn't pull the trigger himself.
All right, so where does this trial go from here?
So today, as you mentioned, prosecution plans to have their final day of witnesses today. Then the defense will get its chance to make their case, and then we'll head to closing arguments and, of course, a verdict. But big picture here, this case is being watched nationwide because it could have broader implications. I mean, it could help define or even establish a sort of legal threshold for parental responsibility when it comes to school shootings, Alex.
Okay, I appreciate that context. Andrew Dymburt for us. Thank you.